Think I've been here before. I know.
Hey guys, it's Lee from All the Things. Today I am just kind of showing you a quick night, I guess night in the life. I guess that's what you would call it. I don't know. Like evening in the life. I don't know. But I'm just taking you guys along, showing you kind of what I do in the evenings, how much time I spend working on the business. Sorry, I just took that medicine and it's not pleasant. And just kind of like a quick update with everything that's going on. As you can see, my new backdrop here. I got these gorgeous, gorgeous curtains from Amazon. Really because I just needed like some separation. My craft room / studio is open to the kitchen and the dining room. Because it's just like an extra living room. So there's no like wall or door. And having that open all the time was so distracting. Just because not that everybody was coming down bothering me. I mean, they still do come down here and need my attention, but it being open meant that anytime anybody was down here, I was distracted by what was happening. And I still am a little bit. I just put the curtains up. And it still is distracting because obviously I can still hear everything that's happening in there. But I can't see it. And if there's a mess or anything else that's happening over there, I can't see it. And that's like a huge, huge thing, because just seeing the mess sometimes would distract me. Should I clean the mess up? Probably, but anyway, so I put these curtains up. I love them. I think they're so pretty and they're like so on my brand with this beautiful rainbow. If you can see, they're just tacked up right now. I had bought this really pretty gold curtain rod and had all these big plans of hanging them and being able to like open and shut them when I wanted to. And I got the curtain rod up there and it was too heavy for the wall. And it actually like the nails, first of all, it's metal underneath there. And I did not know that. So I couldn't get the nails in anyway. And when I went to use like almost like a double-sided tape, like a heavy-duty double-sided tape, I kind of felt like I knew already that it wasn't going to work, like it wasn't going to hold, but the double-sided tape actually was really strong and it did hold. The wall couldn't hold it, like the drywall wouldn't hold it, and it actually peeled my drywall off my wall. So as of right now, they're tacked up because I still wanted to like use them, get started like with having that separation. I just haven't figured out a solution now for how I'm going to get that curtain rod up. Yeah, because I can't drill through it because there's metal and I don't know how to drill through metal. So that's one update, this beautiful here. The other update is I have not been filming very much. Like I filmed a few weeks ago when I had my first market. So I filmed like prep, getting ready for that for like 2 weeks, and I never put the video up. I will, I just haven't gone through and finished editing it. But I've been dealing with some stomach issues. I was like, really for the last like few months, I was like having a lot of like stomach pains and really not able to eat very much. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. Like I started just like taking foods off of my list. I thought maybe it was something like that I was eating that was triggering me. And so I just have been just like really like taking things out, and nothing was helping. Finally, I went to the doctor and I have like a bacterial infection in my stomach, which is how, I don't even know. But so I've been on antibiotics now for 2 weeks. I just took my last dose. Well, I'm in the process of taking my last dose. I have to take them so slow because it's 4 different antibiotics. And so I take them very slowly because they don't taste good. But so I haven't really been like feeling that great really for like the last month and a half. I really haven't felt that great. And so I just haven't really been filming. I haven't even really been working that much just because I just haven't, like I said, I haven't been feeling good. But today it's the last dose. And today I actually felt a little bit better. I took the day off today because over the weekend, I don't know why this last little like stretch, like really all the side effects hit me. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was like down. Like Sunday, I slept for like 4 hours during the day. Like I never do that. I never take naps. And I slept for like 4 hours. On Saturday, like I didn't feel good. We went out to dinner and I couldn't eat anything, nothing on my plate. I like tasted each thing and that was it. And so really, I just haven't been feeling that great. Today I woke up. When I woke up, I wasn't feeling that great. And I just said, you know what? I think I just need to rest my body and just take it easy today. And that's mostly what I did. I did clean my bathroom. I did do some dishes and stuff like that. But I mean, overall, and laundry, because I didn't get to do any of that over the weekend. I literally didn't do anything all weekend. So I haven't done much, but I did get those things done today. And so I'm glad that I took the day off, kind of to rest, but also not rest, to kind of get stuff done. But I also started working on some new things. And so I wanted to show you guys kind of what I've been doing, what I started working on today, and then kind of like what I think is going to happen for my summer release, which is going to be May 15th. I think that's the date that I decided on. May 15th is going to be like the new summer release. I don't have any markets in May, but I do have one in June. I've been having a hard time finding like local markets. There's plenty like all over, but let me be real, you guys, gas is like $6 a gallon here. Driving 3 hours to a market, paying the $50, $60, $100 vendor fee, and then driving 3 hours back just doesn't really sound that appealing right now. Like, it doesn't even sound financially smart at all right now. My first market was so much fun. I enjoyed it, and that was only 30 minutes away. But yeah, I don't see how anybody locally is doing these like markets that are so far away, because I'm not paying $6 a gallon to drive 3-4 hours away for a market and hope that I can make some of that back. Hope. So I haven't done any. I'm not doing any in May. I have one in June, and I'm not doing one in July because I'm going to my concert in July. So I'm not doing any in July just because I don't want to stress myself out about it, because I just want to get ready for my concert. I know that sounds ridiculous because it's just a concert, but it's not just a concert. Not for me. It's really not just a concert. It's the Backstreet Boys, and yeah, enough said. But I'm hoping maybe in August, even though August is the hottest month of the year here. So I don't know if I'll even do one in August, maybe by the time September, October rolls around. But I mean, realistically, where we live in the valley, it's still like 100 degrees in October. It can still be 100 degrees. So yeah, that's the little update. I'll take you guys along. I just finished up cleaning the kitchen. So now I'm working on designing something new, because I found some really, really gorgeous clip art that I just can't wait to use. And I'm going to try to make a few more like notepads, whatever. Anyway, so I'll show you guys, I'll take you guys along as I finish up, and then like kind of how I close out the night, because it is already 7 o'clock. So I'll probably work for like an hour is what I'm giving myself, because I did work already. I try to work 2 hours a day, which I know isn't a lot. And I know all of you other people that work full time and run your business after that, like, God bless you, because I don't know how you do it. I don't have the energy to put that much time after work into my business. So I tell myself 2 hours a day during the week. On the weekends, I'll work like a full day. I can work a full day on the weekends. But during the week, 2 hours is my max. So, and I've already worked a couple hours today. I'm adding in a little bit more just because I saw something cute and I really want to try it. So I'll take you guys along, show you guys how I finish up the night, and yeah, that'll be it.
So I'm not going to be able to create the planner fully today because I'm out of chipboard and I didn't realize it. But you guys saw the front cover, and the inside cover is basically going to have 12 months undated, like a monthly calendar for 12 months, and then weekly pages so that you can plan out your meals for the week, and then grocery list pages as well. I'm hoping it's not going to be super thick. I'm hoping it's not going to be super like anything. I hope it's just really, really cute. I'm going to add in some of those really cute elements that I saw. And then I'm also going to do another one of these weekly pages with that same design. So that if you really like that design, I feel like, but you don't need like a meal planner, like this would be fun too. Just like a weekly, like a week at a glance page. There you go. So I think I'm going to do that same design for the weekly sheet as well. But I'm kind of sad that I didn't even realize I was already out of chipboard. So I need to order some, which means it's going to take a couple days from Amazon. So I probably won't get that done this, today, maybe this weekend. I'll actually get the planner put together. I'm going to work on the inside pages for now. This is literally just an idea that I had. I've been thinking about this really for a little while. Sorry, I'm knocking over all of my things. I've been thinking about this for a little while. I don't have a place to put my phone down. Because for me in our house, I feel like maybe. Okay. In our house, I just feel like for me, meal planning is like one of the hardest things. Some people are like, they just bust out recipes, can meal prep and get it all done like in a weekend and they're ready to go. My brain doesn't work that way. Meal planning is like a task. Thinking about what I want to eat for a whole week is a task. And I used to, when I was younger, I would not shop for a whole week. I would just shop for a couple days of what I wanted, and then I would go back and shop again, which obviously costs more money. And it takes so much more time to do things that way. It's so much easier in the long run to plan for a whole week or a whole 2 weeks or a month even.
of food, but it's also like, I don't know, maybe it's my ADHD brain. Like, I don't know if I'm going to want to eat what I chose to eat when I made that grocery list and that meal plan on Sunday. How do I know I'm going to want that on Friday? Most of the time I don't. It's changed by then. So I have struggled with meal planning for a really long time. When we lived in the old house and I was working part-time and commuting, I feel like that was like the smoothest I ever had it, because I had to, because I was commuting. So I didn't have like the time to like change my mind at the last minute, because I was driving an hour each way to work. So if I didn't have like food prepped, I could go out and grab McDonald's or something, but like I had a 30-minute lunch, and I didn't want to do that. So I really, and Mike was also commuting at that time, and he was commuting 3 hours each way. And for those of you who live in California, you know. But so meal planning and prepping was so important then, because otherwise we wouldn't eat. I wouldn't eat, he wouldn't eat, or we'd end up eating fast food, which just costs even more money. So I would do like weekly like preps and monthly meal plans, and like I felt like I was really on top of it because I had to be. And then we moved here, and although I'm not commuting, I'm now working full time. And so, but having something to eat, like I literally will just throw a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in my lunchbox and I'm good to go. I feel like I'm good to go, but I'm never really like, that's not really satisfying. Like that's just something that I'm throwing in there just because. Or even dinners, I'm just throwing things together because I'm coming home and just trying to like get the things done at the end of the evening. And so meal planning has always like been a struggle, other than that like section of time where we were commuting. And then it was COVID, or, you know, sorry, I don't know if you're supposed to say it, but you know, then everything happened, and then it didn't matter. I wasn't meal planning at all, or meal prepping, because we would go to Costco once a month. And the funny thing is, even more of why I had to meal prep is because where we lived, it was such a small little town that didn't have anything. Like there was where we lived was outside of a small town. So our little neighborhood was 15 minutes away from the town, and the town was a very small little town. It did have a Hobby Lobby, it did have a Walmart, it did have a Target and a Safe Mart, and like a Food for Less or something. I don't shop at Food for Less. If you know, you know, like it's like a maze in there, so I hate going in there. But so we would have to drive here where we are now. We would drive that like 2 hours to come to Costco every month. So I really did have to meal plan because we just didn't have access. But then once we moved here, and like I have Trader Joe's around the corner, I have Save Mart around the corner, I have Target around the corner, Walmart, like everything. Sprouts is just down the street. So I've fallen kind of off of that like meal planning bandwagon and prepping bandwagon. And I don't feel like I need to prep as much because neither one of us is commuting. We're local. It takes me less than 30 minutes to get to work. It takes him like 10 minutes to get to work. So I don't, that mindset of like I have to because we're so far away from everything and I'm so like my time is different. That kind of changed. And it has been a struggle since we moved here, just like really getting into a routine and like figuring out food. I don't know, maybe I've heard this from other moms too, like just thinking about everybody's food is exhausting. So I decided, and then let's add in now with the stomach issues that I've been having, and I've been trying to keep track of what foods are trigger foods and what foods are not, which foods are safe foods for me to eat. And it's just been chaotic. Like some days I literally will just eat like a few crackers and cheese, and that's it, like for the whole day. Because I'm not planning based on that, like what I know is a safe food. I'm just going with whatever. So even though, yes, I know I've been taking the medication and I'm hoping that like cures the like whatever's going on, I still want to make sure that whatever I still have like indigestion and stuff. And so I still do need to make sure that I'm like not eating triggering foods because it hurts. And so I'm hoping that making this meal planner will really help. Not just be cute, but y'all know that I just need something cute too. But I'm hoping that it'll actually help, like just help me keep track of foods that are triggering, foods that are safe, and just getting us on a better, like healthier, I guess you would say, track. And not so like chaotic with food, because half the time I end up door dashing food anyway, and that's not serving us at all. And I've been door dashing food and not even being able to eat it. So yeah, I'm hoping that this, like I said, I've been thinking about this for a while of how I can like benefit, not just me, but hopefully other people that need like, just like that little bit of extra like push for like meal prepping and meal planning and all of the like food related things. Because let's be honest, most of our lives, especially I feel like as moms, revolves around food. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks, what we have when the kids have practice, what we're gonna have when we have a recital, what are we gonna do? My parents are coming to visit tonight. Like everything just revolves around, I feel like revolves around food. Our whole lives revolve around food and so much. And I'm ready to just like break free of this whole eating out, door dashing, and all of that. So we'll see what happens. That's my plan, is to get this taken care of like this week. I want to be finished with this week. I'm going to work on the inner pages right now. Actually, I only have a few minutes, so I probably won't. What I'll probably do is design the weekly sheet that matches that planner. And then I'll work on like the other stuff for that planner like later on in the week. And hopefully in the next couple days, the chipboard, I'll order my chipboard and it'll be here, and then I don't have to worry about it. Then I can just go ahead and get it set up. So let's go ahead.